Hello mates and my friend. My name is Tamil Selvan, son of Pamanade, number metric AA200449. Today I want to present about the introduction of our project. Today our group want to present about Solus operating system. Firstly, what is an operating system? An operating system is a type of a software installed on a computer hard drive that enable the computer hardware to communicate and operate with the computer software. In order for a computer to function, it needs to have an operating system. Without an operating system, a computer or a mobile device and software programs will be useless. An operating system is the software that allows a user to run other applications on a computing device. The operating system manages a computer software hardware resources including input, output, network devices and storage devices. Example input devices is keyboard and mouse. Example of output devices is scanner, display monitor and printers. Example of network devices is network connection. Lastly, example of storage device is internal and external drive. The best advantage with the operating system that it allows the user to communicate with the computer without necessarily having to understand the computer language. There are so many free operating systems such as Ubuntu, React OS, Steam OS, Fedora, Solus. Our group choose Solus operating system, especially our group choose Solus Baji. Solus is designed for home computing. OS family of Solus is Linux, Unix-like. The initial release date of Solus is 27 December 2015. Solus is an open source which is free of cost. Solus operating system divided to 4, which is Solus Baji, Solus Genome, Solus Med, Solus Plasma. Solus Baji is a feature-rich, luxurious desktop using the most modern technologies. From Solus Baji, we can customizing our desktop as never been simpler via Baji desktop setting app. Solus Genome is finally crafted contemporary user experience. From Solus Genome, they ship Genome with a variety of extensions. After that, Solus Med. Solus Med is a traditional desktop for advanced user and older hardware. From Solus Med, they ship Med with the Breeze menu. Breeze menu enable quick access to our application, the software center and our setting. Moreover, Solus Plasma. Solus Plasma is a sophisticated desktop experience for the thinkers. From Solus Plasma, they ship Plasma with a character experience with sensible defaults, enabling us to more quickly get to tinkering with the parts you love most. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is ARASI and I'm going to present our group's project's objective. First of all is knowing and understanding the functions of operating system. Operating system controls the computer system. It connects user and the computer's hardware without requiring the user to know the code or syntax used to write program, which is called the computer's language. Examples of computer's language system is Central Processing Unit, which is also called as CPU. The CPU takes care of output and input, such as converting data to information. Second is memory, which manages the computer's primary memory. Third is disk drives, which occupy a disk storage device. And lastly is printers. Second, carry out and provide services for application software. For example, such as Solus, the accounts and the other apps in Solus are taken care and secured. So we don't need to worry that our account or apps in it will be misused or will be hacked. And the another one is establish a user interface, which means the operating system allows the user to interact with the computer and also functions as a program that allows the user to put in and receive information. Next is the second main objective of our project, which is exploring the apps in an operating system such as Solus. There are many apps in an operating system. The more apps that are efficient to be used in an operating system, the more popular the operating system will be chosen by the computer's user to be used. Last objective of our project is studying the functions of an app in an operating system. Each app in an operating system has its own functions. In this project, functions of each app in an operating system such as Solus will be studied. Once we have known the functions of each app in the operating system, it will be more easier for us to choose the efficient operating system that can be used.
Solus was built in 2015 by AIDA. Solus is not its original name. The original name is Evolve OS, but then they rebrand the name to Solus OS because of the conflicts with another Linux distributions. The developer was withdrawn from his positions in UK in 2018, but he does not take it as a failure. Instead of, he built another team which currently based in Ireland. Due to new leadership, Solus had updated into more seasonal desktop environment and upgrades their version until 4.0. They also distributed supported desktop, which is Solus Genome, Solus Budgie, and Solus Mate. After 5 years of its development, Solus finally gained popularity and being recognized by people. Now, I'm going to present about the Solus Budgie features. First of all, Solus Budgie is a feature-rich desktop which using the most modern technologies. We as a user always want a friendly environment with computer. Solus Budgie has an interface that looks exclusive. The application position is organized well and even provide a Raven sidebar on the left that makes it easier for the user to manage notifications, control sounds, and more. Secondly, for home or office, Solus Budgie provides the latest versions of LibreOffice. It also contains spreadsheets, presentations, and more. Next, Solus has a software for the content creator, which can help them to express their creativity, whether in animating, producing music, graphics, and editing. This is the example of the software that Solus provides. It has graphic, audio software, video software, multimedia software, and more. For the users who want to install the software, Solus is often praised for its speed and ease in installing. Fourth, Solus provides a wide variety of editors, programming language, and compilers, especially for the developers. So, the developers can spend less time setting up tooling and more time coding. Lastly, Solus is also suitable for the gamers because it has many open source games, such as card game, puzzle game, and more, along with support for many gamepads and controllers. So, what is interesting about the characteristic features of this Solus is that it not only satisfies one party, but various parties.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and selamat sejahtera. In this video, me and my teammates will talk about the Solus operating system. My name is AIDA SYAHIRAH binti Kamar Zaman. My metric number is AA2340 and my teammates are Tamil Selvan anak lelaki pemanati, number matrix AA2449. Next, Tamil ARASI, number matrix AA201063. Next, FATIN NADIA binti Zainuddin, number matrix AA200484, and the last one is Muhammad Ashri bin Nikmat, number matrix AA2026. Next, I want to talk about the functionalities of the Solus operating system. The first one is security. Security works in every operating system in order to give protection to the computer resources such as CPU and hard drives. The data and the information in the operating system will also be protected by the security. The operating system is also being protected by the security from the program threats and system threats that happen because of the misuse of the network connection and system services, and maybe could happen because the users do malicious tasks in the computer. Besides that, most of the operating systems will provide the user authentication in order to protect the computer from being accessed by unauthorized users. As for the Solus, they also provided the security for their operating systems from the threats. The user authentication will also provided by Solus, which the users need to sign up for the information before installing the Solus, and all of the information will be saved in the users folder. So every time the users want to use Solus, they need to do the login phase. Next, the Solus screen could be locked automatically when the users do not use it for some moment, but they still could turn off the process in the setting. Next is file management. File management is one of the most important functionalities that an operating system should have, as it collects all of the information that will be stored in the computer system and manipulates all of the files in the computer. By these functionalities, users could also organize and store their information in the computer system. This functionality also works on Solus operating systems, which they provided the File System Manager. By this System Manager, users could organize the files, tracking the files, store the file, and also review the file. All of the files that are saved in the computer will be stated at the specific folder that was named by the user's name. Next is memory management. Memory management in the computer handles the primary memory, as it works to read and track the memory status during the execution, whether it is free or unallocated, and then it will update the status of the memory. The normal usage of the memory will make the computer works best, so it is important to control the memory usage. As for Solus users, they can check the memory usage at the system monitor, and the Solus operating system that my group used for this project contains 9.1 GB of memory.
Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Asri bin Ahmad. My matric numbers is AA200116. After I explore Solus Baji, can be concluded that the install tool for Solus is super easy to use and quick. I had the system installed in no time with zero issues. Boot times are very fast as well, and in only a couple of seconds. I went from starting my computer to the desktop with everything loaded and ready to go. So, my first point is the Baji desktop. By default, the desktop is very straightforward with a sleek interface. The menu is in the bottom left, which is similar to Windows, while a selection of default applications like Firefox, File Manager, Genome, MPV, and more pinned to the right of it. On the far right hand side is the system tray with various icons. Baji has support for the addition of extra applets as well. Applets are small applications that run within the panel and can be added via the Baji desktop setting. So, my second point is modifying and customizing Solus. Everything about the environment, Baji itself, can be configured within the Baji setting application, which is accessible in the app menu. You can easily add new panels and change settings here, including icon terms and more. When you click on one of your panels, such as the bottom panel shown above, you are given further customization option. Clicking on each applet within the list will load their setting on the right, if there are any, so you can customize them individually. You can also add new applets that you install or move them from here with ease. So, my last point about Solus Badji is installing software. New applications are installed via the software center. Due to the fact that Solus was developed from scratch, the repositories are now near as large as they are on other systems, such as Ubuntu and Arch. But to be honest, I found everything I need and was quite impressed to see that there was nothing I felt I was lacking. There are also third-party apps that are available, which you can find in the third-party section of the software center. So, can be concluded that Solus Badji is super easy, quick, and free to download it on your device. If you want to gain a more experience, you can download this Solus Badji and explore with yourself. You can find many things that you can find in the Windows. So that's all for me. Thank you and good night.